As we look forward to the 2021 F2 season, there are some major changes to the format and the racing schedule. So in this video, I bring you 3 things you must know heading into the 2021 season. So stay tuned till the end to know more about the new format, the revised calendar, and the confirmed teams and driver information so far. And you are welcome to comment if you have any questions, and I'm happy to explore the answers for you. Hi there, I'm Chili and I bring you the latest content from the world of F1 and F2. Do subscribe for more interesting content that is coming up. One of the major changes for both F2 and F3 is the new format they will adapt from this year. They will alternate between Grand Prix as support races and will no longer appear together on a race weekend. So the number of rounds will reduce to only 8, but the overall number of races will remain at 24, as there will be 3 races per weekend instead of 2. Yes, that's right, 3 races per weekend. That's a feast for the fans, but I hope this will not lead to driver exhaustion during the race weekend. And it will be interesting to see how the new format will shape up. So it is claimed that the new format change was designed to reduce costs for teams competing in both F2 and F3. By allowing them to rotate staff between each championship. So let's have a look at the calendar. To make way for the new format, 4 venues that were in the 2020 calendar were dropped. So this year F2 will not race at Barcelona, Spa, Austria and the Hungaroring. The Monaco, Baku and Abu Dhabi runs will return after having been cancelled in 2020. The championship will also make its debut at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, a brand new event on the Formula 1 calendar. So the new format will consist of 2 sprint races held on Saturday and the feature race on Sunday morning slot before the F1 race. Despite the increase in the number of races per weekend, there will be only 1 qualifying session which will take place on a Friday and will determine the grid of the feature race and the first sprint race. So the new grid format might seem a bit confusing at first, but I will try to simplify it for you. The starting grid for the first sprint race will be set by reversing the top 10 qualifying positions, while the grid for the second sprint race will be formed by reversing the top 10 from the first sprint race results. And finally, the feature race grid will be formed directly as per the qualifying results. The feature race will continue to be the most rewarding with 25 points for the victory, compared to 15 points for the sprint race. The point system basically remains the same as before. Pole sitter will receive 4 points, the top 10 will score in the feature race, while the top 8 will score in the sprint races. The maximum number of points a driver can now earn over a weekend will be 65, which is up from 48 before. The teams will also receive an extra set of tyres with the addition of the 3rd race for the weekend schedule. The teams will basically remain unchanged, as the same 11 teams who competed during the 2020 season were retained for the next 3-year cycle. In case if you're new to F2, all the teams will race with identical Dallara F2 2018 chassis with a Mecachrome V6 turbo engines and Pirelli tyres. Reigning team champions Prema Racing are the only team to have confirmed driver lineup, as they will retain Robert Schwartzman and added reigning F3 champion Oscar Piastri to their lineup, while Formula 3 regular Lirim Zendelli will replace Felipe Drogovic at MP Motorsport. Zendelli finished 8th in the 2020 F3 Championship with 1 victory and 3 podiums along the way. Felipe Drogovic joined UNI Virtuosi team, replacing Callum Ilott, who left F2 Racing to join Ferrari F1 as their test driver. Ralph Boschung will return for a full-time drive with Campus Racing. He raced with Campus in his first F2 season back in 2017. He also made a guest appearance with the team in the 2020 season finale at Bahrain. There are vacant seats available at Hitech and Carlin as Mazepin and Tsunoda graduated to F1. Sean Gelael will leave F2 after 5 consecutive years in the championship and its predecessor series GP2, opening up a seat at Dams, while Yuri Vips will join the championship on a full-time basis. The team is yet to be officially announced. Pedro Piquet will vacate his seat at Suarez Racing and will leave Formula 2 after a year in the series, citing financial reasons. And Tim McCullough will also leave the championship and the Team HWA Race Lab. The rest of the seats are still open and yet to be confirmed, and I will make a separate video with the final driver lineup. So stay tuned to the channel and keep rocking.